Hello everybody, Eric again. Like and subscribe. Here we go. Let's read about a device. The A device is a miniature bronze 1 1/4" letter A, which comes with and without stirrups. That is authorized for wear by the United States Armed Forces as a medal and weapon device for 2 military awards. It is added to overseas service weapons to indicate the theater of action. The Arctic A device with stirrups, if authorized, may be attached to the center of the Air Force Overseas Weapon short tour for service beginning February 10, 2002. If an oak leaf cluster is also authorized for wear on the weapon, the A device is worn to the wearer's right of any oak leaf clusters on the weapon. The Atlantic A device without stirrups, if authorized, may be attached to the center of the suspension and service weapon of the American Defense Service Medal for service from June 22nd to December 7th, 1941. The A device is worn in lieu of any authorized 3 1/16" bronze star that is worn on the medal and service weapon. History. The A device is only authorized for the currently in use Air Force Overseas Weapon Short Tour and the American Defense Service Medal, which is no longer in use. The two weaponizations of the A device are different. The Arctic device has stirrups, while the Atlantic device, Axis device, does not have feet, sans stirrup. Atlantic device, World War II. The American Defense Service Medal was the first military award to use the A device, which was named the Atlantic device, sometimes was referred to as the Axis device. The A device was authorized for wear in lieu of a 3 1/16" bronze star that was worn in lieu of a service clasp of the award on the medal and service ribbon by any member of the United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, or United States Coast Guard who served on certain vessels in the Atlantic Ocean between June 22nd and December 7th, 1941, which engaged in armed conflict or potential armed conflict with Axis forces, the Atlantic naval forces of Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine. Such personal wear awarded the American Defense Service Medal with the Atlantic device. Atlantic Fleet Service. The intent being to recognize those who had participated in the undeclared war when the U.S. was assisting Britain with war convoys and German U-boat interdiction. Arctic device, USAF. The A device became absolute after the Second World War and did not appear again until the year 2002, authorized on February 10, 2002. At that time, the United States Air Force declared that the A device, now known as the Arctic device, would be authorized for wear for those who had received the Air Force Overseas Weapon Short Tour for tours of duty north of the Arctic Circle. As of February 8, 2007, only those airmen and guardians who were assigned to Protokov Space Base, Northwest Greenland, qualified for the A Arctic device, although portions of Alaska are within the Arctic Circle. There are no American military bases within that region. The A is worn on the center of the weapon except when worn with oak leaf clusters. Whenever oak leaf clusters are authorized for wear on the weapon, the A is placed to the wearer's right of the oak leaf clusters on the weapon. Only one A device may be worn on the weapon. See also, Coast Guard Arctic Service Medal, United States Military Award Devices. Bye for now.